You gotta move so I can record. Oh, I have a guest with me.
Hi!
Anyways, if you're new here, my name is Jessica. Welcome to Nap Time and Nonsense. This is my nonsense. Number one. I have a nonsense number two, but he's at school, so you won't see him today.
Where's Liam?
Liam's at school.
Where's Mommy?
I like to upload videos every Sunday and Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, January 28th. And I thought that on Sundays, I like to upload like a routine, like a mom thing, routine, like evening routine, morning routine. On Wednesdays, I can upload something like a little bit more personal to me and my family. Today, I'm gonna be telling you why I quit teaching high school math and became a nurse. If you are new here, I'm a mom. I am now a nurse, and I'm trying to be a YouTuber, okay? It's fun. I guess this goes back really far. When I was younger, I loved to play teacher. I don't know if anyone else loved to play teacher, but I was like, I love to play school. I guess part of that probably was because I was homeschooled when I was younger, and I just wanted to go to school so badly because I wanted to be with people my own age. But that just wasn't the case, and so I loved to play school. Growing up, I always wanted to be a teacher. I guess I hated high school, to be honest. I went to some like private religious schools, and maybe that was probably why I hated high school so much. But I never liked any of my teachers there except for one teacher. She was my math teacher, which I guess kind of plays into maybe why I liked math. I don't know. She was like the only person that seemed real to me and that cared about her students. So I became a high school math teacher, and I learned very quickly that I don't love math. I don't love teaching math. I taught for 2 years, and that first year, some of my students were like, "Are you like passionate about math?" I was like, "No, I could care less about math."
What is that?
So I became a teacher, and very quickly I realized I don't love it. I don't love teaching math. Teachers don't get paid very much. My first year of teaching, I got pregnant with my second child. So I think maybe I would have stuck with teaching if I didn't have children, but then me and my husband, we had 2 kids. We were not making very much money, and turns out childcare is ridiculously expensive. I did not realize this before having kids, obviously, because there was no need for me to know that. It was so busy. I was there 5 days a week, obviously, 9 hours out of the day. I had 2 little kids, and I was like, I feel like I never see my children except on the weekends, because I would pick my kids up from daycare, and they were young, so then they'd go to bed early, and I was like, I get like 2 hours a day with my own children every day, and I hated that. For reference, childcare for 2 kids was more than me and my husband's mortgage. We had a small house. Still, childcare more than our mortgage? That's crazy. And also, here I am jumping around. Teaching math is really, really hard because most people hate math, which is, it's understandable. It's either it clicks for you or it doesn't. Not only are you dealing with like 28 people in your class, 28 teenagers, by the way, most of those kids hate math. So I'm teaching a subject that everyone hates. And I was teaching geometry. I was teaching a bunch of kids something that they would never need to know again, honestly. I'm not like a math whiz whatsoever. I know like the most randomest stuff. I know how to find the area of like an octagon. Useless stuff. No one needs to know that. I'm sure some people do, but no one I know. The reason that I was like getting really tired of teaching is because I didn't realize that like as a teacher, you're not only teaching your subject, but you're also almost having to parent a lot of these kids. And I was like, I did not sign up for this. This doesn't sound really bad, but I was like, I do not care enough about my job or about my students to parent them. I care about them, and I want them to like feel safe and be happy, and I want to like build a relationship with them. But if I have to start parenting you, that's a hard pass for me. Absolutely not. And unfortunately, that's kind of how it is in education. Something that I still think about sometimes is there was this one kid, he was super annoying. Sorry. He was in my 8th period and he just stopped coming to my class, and it was the 8th period. And so like he didn't show up, and I was like, you know, as a teacher, sometimes kids won't show up. If like the problem kids don't show up, you're like, great, like I had a better day. It just is what it is. And like parents can see when your kids, because you mark them absent, so parents can see when your kid's not going to class. Anyways, it was like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks he didn't come to class, and I was just like, whatever. I mean, you're 16, 15 years old. Your parents know you're not coming. Like this isn't, I'm not going to come search for you. This is your choice. Another teacher came and talked to me, and they were like, you know, your student hasn't come to class for 3 weeks. And I was like, yeah, I don't know where he is. He's like, you really need to like email their parents or let their parents know. And I was like, oh, don't they already know? Don't they get like notifications or something? Having another teacher come and tell me that, I was like, is that in my job description? So I think that was one of the moments where I was like, this is not for me. Like this is not for me. I'm here to teach you the subject that I need to. And then that's where it stops. I did not have that personality trait that I needed. I did not have that like love for teaching that I needed to be a really good teacher. Cause like the lady who was like, oh, you need to check on him. Like that's a really good teacher thing to do. But in my head, I was like, okay, you didn't show up. It's not my problem. I was like, this is not, my heart's not in it whatsoever. I need to change. Like my whole family's in the nursing field. And so I knew that like nurses, you could work nights as a nurse. Like that'd be great. Wouldn't have to pay for childcare. You can work on weekends if you want. You can work 3 days a week only. 3 days a week is full time. And so I was like, there's so many different options as a nurse. And so anyways, I quit teaching after 2 years, and I went back to school to become a nurse. I'm an LPN right now, so I went to school for 1 year, and I do really want to finish to become my RN, but I just needed a pause because nursing is really hard. It was really hard for me anyway, and having 2 kids, it made it like extremely hard. So it was money, it was time, not spending enough time with my kids, I felt like at such a young age. Teaching was kind of sucking the life out of me because it was just too much. So I quit. My family talked me into going back to school. It didn't take much, honestly, because I was just like, I'm not happy. This is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I already had my bachelor's, so I didn't have to take a lot of the prerequisites required. So I was able to get right into nursing school, which was really, really nice. So now I'm an LPN. I work at the local hospital here in town, and I work nights, which is fantastic because we don't have to pay for daycare anymore, which is a huge deal. Oh my gosh, if you have kids and you have to pay for childcare, you know that it's a huge deal. And I love it. I love it so much. My job description, I guess, is that I work 2 nights a week, and then I'm able to pick up extra shifts if I want to, and they have like pick up incentive pay. So any 3rd, 4th shift that I pick up, I get more money. So it's great. No job is perfect. I think that's important to always know, is that no job is perfect, because working nights, it is still draining the life out of me because I'm not able to come home and sleep all day. I'll get like 2 short naps because and then I have my son, who I need to go pick him up from school actually. It's 10:53 right now. I need to leave here in like 10 minutes. Anyways, thank you for listening to my story. If you made it to the end, thank you. Give it a like, subscribe. Moral of the story, I guess, is that it's never too late to go back to school. It's never too late to change your career. It's never too late to do something different if you're not happy, if you don't love what you're doing. It's not too late. It doesn't matter. It's not too late. And don't forget that, okay? Anyways, I need to go pick up my son, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you on Sunday.